we can just kind of like, commentate on it together. That's fine. And I told him, I'm like, I just want to do a one-time thing. Like, I don't want this to become a thing. I just want to do my recap, stick to that. So the day I came out, I told him I'm done with all of this, blah, blah, blah. And he kept saying, well, if you're not going to do the recaps, like, at least do the collab, at least come into the box. And I was like, no, like, I'm not doing that, And it was just really weird. And so then, a bunch of people kept asking for the recaps, so I kept doing it. And then he asked me to be a mod for him, which I was like, okay, I can do that, whatever. Well, then I modded for him, and it was just like very casual. I personally told him in DMs, like, I'm sorry, but I can't really hear the live through around what he's saying. Like, I'm hard of hearing already. So I was like, sometimes I have to go to the Getchell stream and like watch, or to someone else that doesn't talk. And he was fine with that. So it just was odd that like he gets so mad when other people bring that up. And it's just really weird. I probably sound different because I'm nervous as hell. I don't like getting in lives anymore. But so anyway,
just FYI, if anyone like comes at you or says anything kind of stupid, you're more than welcome to message me, and I will fire.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
But I got your back.
Yeah. So then, like, I also the whole time kind of thought he was like my age, like around 28, like more 20s, whatever, like upper 20 something. But then I found out he was like in his 40s and like had a family, and I was just like, I don't know, it's kind of like starting to feel a little different to me. Like, I don't really know. And so then it was just really weird. So then the day of the meet and greet, Getchella, whatever. So I had made a bunch of videos all about the AI stuff that was happening, because it happened a second time, which I'm pretty sure was Pedrick that time, and it was even more. And so I had made videos about it. I even said, like, this is illegal. Whoever's doing this, like, you need to stop, because I can report this to authorities, blah, blah. So basically then the day of the meet and greet, someone was at the park afterward, after like the Getchells had left, and they hopped in a box with Oliver, which, by the way, the entire time, like, Guy was in Discord talking about Cam. He was really mad that Cam had started clipping like parts of her streams and posting it, which I was like, what the hell? Like, everyone who goes live does that. Like, I don't know. And then he went into the live and got on the panel with Oliver, and they were all shocked that the cop had told the person that the AI stuff was illegal. And so I was in the chat, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, I've been talking to you about this. Like, I've been telling you about this. And he was just acting completely surprised. And so one of Oliver's like friends, former friends, whatever, but her name's Crumpet Top. She said in the chat, she said, Guy, why are you friends with Haley if she harasses Oliver? And so Oliver read that out loud, and Guy pretty much just went, I'm not going to talk about Haley. And I was just like, okay, which I told him even in DMs, I said, I didn't expect you to defend me, but to act like that you didn't know the AI stuff was illegal is pretty wild, and just like sit there, whatever. And then it was just like a whole thing. And so I told him, like, if you're going to be fake and just like, I didn't know if that he was going to hop in panel with Oliver and stuff like that. I'm like, you can remove me as a mod. Like, if you're going to be fake like that, please remove me as a mod. So he removed me from his Discord. The next thing I know, someone commented on one of my videos and said, oh, heard Guy booted you because you were harassing him. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? Like, I can't win for losing with these people. Like, there's this girl named Dill ? Whatever. Her name is like Emma or some shit. She was messaging me for like 2 months. She's one of Oliver's like former friends, acting like my friend, and then going and talking shit about me all over Reddit to all these people. And all these people are saying that I'm the problem, when like I've genuinely been dealing with so much shit. I don't even know. I feel like I'm just a broken record at this point, really. It's insane. But yeah, that's pretty much a rundown.
Has he tried to basically tell people not to follow you and not to like look at your content? Has he tried to make you public enemy number one?
I mean, I definitely got mass reported recently, and pretty much I wasn't making, like, I'm fine sharing like types of money that I make on here. It's not really that much, especially not in comparison to Guy. And recently, because of the mass reporting, I've been averaging like $5 a video.
Yeah, because so I just want to say she has requested that I don't say her name, but there is a streamer who 1 minute she's talking about Guy, and the next minute she has a violation on her account because we basically saw his mods directly, because for some reason they like to put their like, what is it, the little theater emoji, they like to put it in their name. They came into the live and all of a sudden this person doesn't have For You page access, and they're being like literally mass reported. There's another page today that was talking about Guy, and they got reported for being underage, even though they weren't underage. So it's like, it's not, I wouldn't put it past him to even put in like his own mods chat to be like, they're talking bad about me, go report this. Even indirectly, if he doesn't tell people not to say it, it's still a problem, because you're still promoting the fact that if someone has a different opinion of you, you're going to shut that down. And I don't agree with that. I will give you like 100% that I've seen your recaps before I even saw like other restreamers, and I did follow your content. And then randomly on my For You page, your video about Guy popped up, and I was like, I need to like talk to her about it, but it wasn't my place because I don't know too much about the actual community. But I'm very glad that you decided to like hop in the box and everything. I don't understand like what you've done to him to make him basically like not want to be around you. I don't get it. The people that I've talked to don't get it, and I don't understand what you did like
It's
at all.
it's because Haley called Guy out on his shit, and he can't handle it, and that's why. That's all she did, was just be truthful.
And
Yeah,
by the way,
genuinely,
anyone who has a sorry.
he kept the whole time we were kind of like arguing back and forth when I did call him out, is he was just kept saying like, you know, trying to gaslight me. I've done nothing but bring my community to you, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, go back in our DMs. You thanked me for getting you to 10K. Like, I mean, if we want to play like that game, we can go there, but I don't really think you do.
So like, does he try to use his stats as a way of like intimidation to like, and anyone in the comments, anyone who's in the box, you guys are more than welcome to speak about it. Barbie, you can too. Does he try to use his status as like a big streamer to intimidate or like try and make you do something because of the fact that he has so many people backing him? This goes out to anyone.
I'll say this. I've witnessed him, like, I keep joking about it, but it's like if you say Guy 3 times, it's like Beetlejuice, he shows up, or his mods show up. I have seen him several times now, in not just restreamers' lives, but like other people's lives, where if he even has a hint that someone is talking about him in a negative way or anything that's not positive, he will go in, box up, and it's like a teacher coming in to yell at the classroom. I've seen it multiple times.
According to the mod that did message me, his mods are in trouble right now for giving me access to one of their accounts.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past.
Haley, remember when I got booted as a mod from him? And then it was because he thought like I was the mole or whatever. That same thing is about to happen again because Nightmare had shared, I don't know if you were in here or saw it, but Nightmare was cam 2ing Guy's live, and you could tell Guy was listening to us because literally Becca had mentioned how much money he made the last 3 months, and he like responded to Becca with Becca's name and like about the money that he had made. And then he started talking about the Nightmare started talking about how he had access to a mod's like account, and now Guy's back in that same channel, getting everyone in trouble again, about to boot everyone again.
He blocked me.
That's a good point too. It's when I say he jumps into people's lives because he hears people talking about him, it's usually not even the person that's actually live. It's people in the comments starting shit, and he shows up like a genie out of a fucking bottle. Like I've seen, like I said, I've seen it multiple times. And what I've seen twice now is his mods will go in and plant like almost rumor, like, I mean, they are rumors, but like they'll just go in and say shit that's not true to try to get the person that's on live to say something negative about him. And then once that person addresses it, even if they're just like, no, that didn't happen, or no, I never said that, he pops up like I said, like fucking the genie from Aladdin, and is like, hey guys, I heard we need to clear the air. Like, it is the weirdest behavior. And I honestly believe it's to try to get other people off the app to stop talking about the Getchels. And I would do it too if I was making that kind of money.
$19,000.
No, it's beyond that tonight. It's 19,000 on one account, 4,000 on the other.
Dude, I just like
Since March.
Would someone please just like, we need to make a campaign to call him out on that shit. Like, I'm not over that. Like, that's news to me as of tonight. Like, that is so much money, and I have been so deceived by him. Like, I really thought that he was like donating.
And I'm being 100% serious. If anyone in the chat or on the panel or anywhere else has seen legitimate receipts of what he's donating, I would love to hear from you.
This is the thing that I don't understand. Oh yeah, and also Haley, now that you're here, I just want to let you know that Cam Chatter really does love you. She's gonna get mad at me for saying her name, but Cam Chatter really does love you. So that's all I'm gonna say. You can continue, Haley. Sorry, I just wanted to fucking shoot Cam.
Wait, I had a quick hi, I'm Liz, Moon Girl, whatever. I just want to jump in real quick. First of all, Haley, the Getchels were going off about you tonight. Like, it was absolutely like bonkers, and I was like, oh, you're gonna crack a Red Bull tomorrow and get into that one. But I'm under the impression, so I've had like my suspicions about Guy because I'm like, oh, he's got a great community, yada da da. But I'm like, I don't know, something seems disingenuous to me. And I was a little weirded out when he's like, oh, I donate the money I make from my lives, to the unhoused and stuff. And then he shows like, his table set up, and I'm thinking, he's got like tons of like back to school supplies, loads of shirts, just if he's making all this money off of TikTok, I would assume to see more than a Ziploc bag with some like Cheez-Its and crackers and water bottles. And then I'm like, wait a second here. It's like, I was starting to think, something doesn't seem right. And then I'm hearing like just this whole other side. I'm kind of like, my mind is kind of just like melting right now, because it's like, you really want to think good things about people, but then you hear like, they're donating and, the self-righteous act. And then you're kind of peeling back this like onion layer. And then it's like this deep core of like, oh no, he's making X amount of dollars, and he scratches maybe he gives them $300 out of like what, 19K you guys were saying. Like, that to me just is so dirty, because it's like, if you're actually going to like, report stuff about lol cows and, actually get to the bottom of what the Getchels are, really doing and stuff. And then it's all of a sudden, oh, well, the money I make from my lives goes into the unhoused community. And then you see this easy up with like Ziplocs of like snacks. I'm like, I watched him get like, I don't know, 7 Galaxies the other night. And I was like, probably those 7 Galaxies alone could just pay for the snacks. But I'm like, what about all the other gifters and all the mods gifting and, just gift after gift after gift? And I'm like, well, this isn't going back into the community, and it's on the table. Like, I can clearly see that's not, however X amount of gifts worth. That's like maybe $30, $40. Like, you could go to Costco and get like, a couple boxes of things, and then boom, oh, look at that, it was $50. Okay, what about the other thousands of dollars? Because he says he has a 9-to-5 job, right? Okay, what about the money he's making from that? Like, that should support, his life. And then the money he's making from the lives, where is all that going? Like, it just isn't adding up to me. So I just wanted to say that.
Has he has he ever told you what he's gifting, Haley? Like, at all? Has he ever shown you proof or anything like regarding what he's gifting? Haley.
Wait,
She's here.
I'll
Sorry.
what did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say?
Has he ever shown you proof, any receipts, any in
Oh no, he never showed me proof of anything. When I also asked him for proof of anything, like a couple of things, he just said like there is proof and he'll share it amongst the people who need it. That's what he said.
That's what he does.
So more
What does that
gaslighting.
mean?
Hey, Mama Mo.
Yeah, which I do want to also say that I was big in, like I've said this before, I was big into the Lisa Richards and like Nick Harris community, right? We found out that a lot of
Nick
the
Harris? I love you, Haley. Because I was in the Nick Harris community too.
Not nightmare fangirling.
Dude, Nick Harris was crazy.
I've watched all of that. So but anyway, with Lisa, people that were like, quote unquote awareness people for Lisa, we found out that they were actually paying her behind the scenes because like the harder that she would crash out, the more that they would pay her.
What?
So it's basically like for their entertainment.
Wait, Guy did that?
No. We found out this about like other creators within the awareness community in Lisa Richards, but it's just like it's something that creators will definitely do, so they have something to stream, to make content on. Like it's just it happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I said this earlier, but in like every LOL cow community I've ever been in, a creator always ends up becoming the LOL cow themselves. And I really feel like that's where we're at.
It's like never meet your heroes type shit.
And I wanted to address real quick one thing that Moon Girl said earlier about like I didn't think he was making that much money. Because 100% same, because that's by design. He plays down the amount of money he makes. He will say during a live all the time, oh, you know, they think we make so much and I don't really make that much. Like, but yes, you do.
Yeah. Like, where's the receipts?
Real quick,
like,
just because there's a lot of people in the comments right now. So what we're trying to do right now. So if you guys have missed, I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I decided to cam to Guy today. The reason why I decided to cam to Guy is because he decided to directly call out a mother and her children. He's also sent his mods into another person's live to mass report them. He's done a lot of questionable shit, but according to him, he's completely the saint of all saint. According to him, we're all jealous of him, even though there is multiple people who have had issues with him. We're all jealous of him. I'm very grateful that Haley's here. I'm very grateful that Barbie's here. Becca's here. Mater, you're here. I'm very grateful that Moon Girl is here. I'm very grateful that Jared's here.
I'm here.
I'm just here, guys. Hey. What's up?
But like what we're trying to get to the bottom of is the fact that I want you guys to understand that Guy has made over $19,000 just on gifts. Guy is also 45 years old. He has sent gifts to a minor. According to him, he has sent. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna start saying.
It's more than 19,000 because it's 19,000 and some change on one and 4,000 on another. So it's really closer to 25,000, and that's since March 3rd of this year.
Yeah, my whole point of doing this.
In the past 40 days, he's made 11,000 on one and 4,000 on the other.
My whole point in doing this is I am giving Guy the offer to turn off his gifts the next time that he goes live. He's made enough, and I will say this, Guy, because I know for a fact just in one live stream, you've made enough to at least gift one community of homeless people with any snacks that are available at Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, Target. You have made enough. So if you can turn off your gifts for one live and actually discuss the reason why you're cam-2ing instead of just gifting everyone, instead of just thanking people for gifting you, I will completely stop cam-2ing you. Until that day comes, until that day where you turn off your gifts and you do not thank people every 5 fucking seconds, you are going to be on my cam too. I do not care anymore. I'm not scared of your mods. I'm not scared of any of the people who try and attack mothers, children, people who just restream. I'm not scared of any of that shit. I have no mods for a reason. I can handle this shit myself. That's fine. And according to you, Guy, you blocked me to protect your image. So please implore, I want you to tell me what image you were trying to create. What image you were trying to bring up, because the whole point of a cam 2 on a certain individual is that you are bringing awareness to those individuals, not your own fucking community. That's my
And Guy, you brought this on yourself. No one was messing with you.
No one was messing with him. I'm pretty much one of the only people that like recently has ever said anything about Guy. And
you were literally like the only one. And I've said this, right, I don't either. And I've said it for the longest time, like anything I put in Discord about him, anything I put on Reddit about him, I'll say to his face. Because I'm pissed off that I watched him and believed in him. Now, I never gifted him, thankfully.
Same.
But I watched him, and I'm pissed off that I watched him and was duped. I don't like feeling duped.
Yeah. I feel lied to, really. Like, you know, like you think about it, like you tally up the gifts, right? And then I just a quick Google search, how much is this worth? How much is that worth? And then it's not being shown. And he's like, you know, if he posts a receipt, air quote, you know, it's for like a smidgen of something. And it's like, he's giving you like the first layer. Like he's like this whole situation with him, the Getchels, you know, just so many people involved in this. It's like it's like peeling back a new layer of an onion. On the outside, you see Guy. He's like, hey, guys, welcome in. All the money goes to, you know, the unhoused community, yada, yada, yada. And at first you're like, oh, that is so great. And then you're not giving the Getchels a view, right? And then you rather support that, you rather support, donation, you rather support good, good humanity. And you're like, okay, it's not all completely lost. And then it's like you peel back the next layer. Actually, he sends people to go harass other people, dox them, whatever. Oh, and then he pockets most of the money and he gives maybe like a quick Costco run, and that's, all the unhoused get. It's just, I thank God I've never given a gift on TikTok before, but like, I'm really extra thankful he didn't, like, I was so close. I was so close to being like, yeah, you know what? I'd rather give someone like this money. Heck no, because I kept having this little feeling, like this like little weird tinge, and I was like, I don't know what it is. And then I'm hearing all this and I'm like, that's the other shoe that dropped. Next layer of the onion, It's like, if you're gonna be a crappy person, just be that. Don't hide behind good works. Don't hide behind, feel good nonsense and trying to do good justice when you're really just trying to dox people or, send people after each other and just be a horrible person and then pocket most of the money. That's not right. Because, like, at the end of the day, the people that suffer are, 1, the gifters, 2, the viewers, and 3, the unhoused community that he's, saying he's doing good things for. They suffer. They're not getting anything. They're getting like cheese and crackers, literally. Like, they could be getting like so much of that money, like $19,000.
Don't forget the 2 Little Caesars pizzas.
And the Little Caesars pizzas, okay, that they all have to fight over. Like, what does he do? Have a Hunger Games and then whoever gets it wins? Like, come on. Like, there's so many things that he could be properly doing and so many people around him could be benefiting. Like, it just makes me sick at the end of the day, because there's still going to be unhoused people. He's going to go in there, make them like, yeah, here's some snacks, instead of, hey, I could put you in a motel for a week. I could pay for like a gym membership so you could go get showers, just whatever. It's so much he could be doing, and then he's just pocketing it. Like, what's he spending it on? It's like, are you getting rich off of this feel good nonsense? Like, that's just what drives me up a wall. It's like, if you're gonna like piggyback off of something, like, I just don't be such a crap person about it. Cause like, I just feel so sick about it, man.
Also, like, a lot of people in the comments right now are saying that they didn't know and they gifted him this week or tonight and they just are now learning. We're not out here shaming any of you all for like gifting him without knowing. Like, this is honestly, like, it's news to me even today. And I used to be one of his mods before I got kicked out, that he was making that much money. Like, he is a grifter. Streaming another grifter. And so don't ever feel bad. Like, I mean, take it as a lesson. Don't gift him, unfollow, block, but don't feel bad if you've already done it.
No.
Justine, can you point out the account for me so I can get them out of here, please, Justine? Justine just said that there's a minor in the chat, so I want to be able to block them.
Also, Here to Sing keeps commenting, Dude Community warned you about all this. You're correct. Dude Community did call out. That's honestly where I got interested in the tick leak, because he's the one that commented on Reddit and said $18,000, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I went and looked it up myself. But Dude Community is still supporting the Getchels and gifting them, so I could give a fuck about his opinion.
Yeah, he gives them like so much money. He's like, oh, here you go. And they're like, Dude Community, you just lit up blank and blank. And I'm like, he's not, I mean, don't give them money.
Yeah.
Like,
so like Broken Clock and all that. Like, yeah, he was right about the amount that guy makes, but he's still a fucking creep, so.
Yeah, and also the thing too about guys, like, I remember kind of almost seeing the shift happen without realizing at the time what was happening. But like, once he became A-League, because there's different leagues with streaming, and once you hit A-League, you can't ever be demoted, and that's what the Getchels are always trying to get to, is A-League. Once Guy hit A-League, he started really caring about the gift goals and lighting up the gifts, and he would always put it under the guise of saying, yeah, it's just because at this point I want to prove to them that like we are here to like stay. Like, I don't know, he was just using like bullshit words to mask what he was really doing, and it's so obvious now, but at the time it was like, yeah, we're really showing them, we're beating them. He almost made it like it was a competition all of a sudden.
Also, just real quick, anyone who's actually, because I know I have a couple of people who are here from my Alphabet Days, can anyone who is in here from my Alphabet Days directly tell that I have said it since I've gone live the first time? I do not want gifts. Until recently, there wasn't an option for you to turn off gifts on TikTok Studio when I would do Cam 2s. I do not want gifts. I don't care about gifts. I don't give a shit about gifts. I think all the people who were here from at least Cam's live I have said directly, if you gift me, I will block you. Like, it's very well known. I do not want gifts. So, Guy, before you or your mods say, why don't you turn off gifts? I don't give a shit about gifts. I'm never going to connect my actual card to TikTok. Get out of here, Diana. So, Diana's driver is here. Ignore Diana's driver. He's a troll. He's my favorite one. I don't care about gifts. So, before anyone in here says that, like, all the dude community, do you want to hop in my box? Because apparently a lot of people are saying your name. So dude community is in my actual thing. I need to drop someone. Catch a Getchel, I'm probably going to drop you just because you haven't said anything. It's no hate. And that's why I'm dropping it. Okay. Dude community, you're more, oh God, Mater.
No, I didn't do my song yet for Meter.
I just like I don't want any of this shit. Also, dude community, I want you to understand that I'm very hesitant to actually support you because of the fact that I've seen you periodically on the Gettles live as like their third or fourth gifter. I'm fine with you if you have a problem with Guy. I understand that you want to voice your opinion on Guy. I want to make everyone known that dude community does support the Gettles. So unless you're here to say something about Guy, I do not want you in my chat. I don't need the clout or whatever you want to bring to the thing. I don't care.
I'd be really curious just to see what dude even has to say about, you know, like about gifting them. Maybe there's a reason. I would just like to hear his opinion on why, you know, he gifts the Getchels. I think that would be something really interesting to hear, honestly.
If he wants to, I've offered the box. I'll invite him to the box.
He's come into live several times and explained his reasoning behind it.
What is the reasoning?
I mean, he should come up and say it himself. He's not willing to come up. I mean, I don't want to speak for him when he's in here.
Yeah. Step to the front.
But he has done it. Yeah. But he's done it several times.
Just come up here. Also, we'll forget about you gifting them. Just come up here.
Was someone else in the chat at some point?
I won't forget about it, but I'm not going to give you too much hassle over it until you say some stupid shit about the Getchels, and then I will. Because I just want to make everyone aware. And this is the whole point of doing an awareness live stream. This is about Guy. But at the end of the day, P has done some disgusting ass shit towards his own daughter. Let's just not like mince over that fact. This isn't directly all about Guy. The whole entire point of the awareness for the Getchels is the fact that P has admitted to doing disgusting shit about his daughter.
Oh, but he was ignoring it on live tonight, just going, I've done nothing. And I'm like,
we had real evidence.
Admitted it.
Like, dude, we have your word. Like, we have a live stream.
Nightmare.
Oh man, he was aura farm, or he thought he was aura farming, as the kids say. But I was just like mind blown. Like he got like 2,000 views because he was just on a rampage. I was like, is this for real? And he's like, oh, and they're gonna clip it, you know, and they're gonna do this and that. And I'm like, buddy, you've literally admitted to the accounts, you know, the AI accounts. You've admitted to all these things you've done, and then now you're backtracking again going, oh, I've never done anything. Well, if that was even remotely true, we wouldn't all be here, right? Like, I think we'd all have something better to do with our lives, but at the end of the day, you're doing something so insanely heinous. Your family members are convicted. Your wife's family member is also convicted. Like, there's a pattern, and it's a ticking time bomb. It's gonna happen. He's gonna go down.
Did you notice at one point when he was like, I've admitted to things that are out there, that are in the public. So you always have to ask what's not in the public. Like, yes, he was such an idiot.
What's his hard drives? Dude, check them. Like, we said that, and he's panicking.
Why is the Clapper account gone suddenly?
All of a sudden, when it's brought to TikTok, it's gone the next day.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, that wasn't us. That was the trolls. If it was the trolls, it wouldn't have been deleted.
Exactly.
Is he his own troll and then blames us for it? Like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, you're saying one thing and then something else is happening. And like,
also
at
saying
some
the
point, I'm
rumors
like,
are
it's
half
him,
true.
I think.
Haley, can you unblock me? I don't know whatever happened between us, but I think you thought I was like some weird, creepy guy. But if you could unblock me, I have something to tell you about that Clapper stuff and the whole Opal thing. I have my own thing about it. So I'd like to talk to you about that if you're willing.
Oh, yeah, I unblocked you.
Okay,
is
let
it
me
bad
do the
that
same
I'm
because
actually
I'm
somewhat
petty.
excited for your recap tomorrow?
No, you're good.
He's just been shit
Oh, I'm
talking
so excited. You better get the big Red Bull and
someone
crack
was in the chat earlier named KIR. They wanted to come up because they were a super fan.
Yeah, I invited them, but I don't think they accepted it.
Okay. I just want to make sure you saw it.
my gosh, Spooky, I watch your lives at night. You give me like hope in life and humanity. Just, man, I'll play like my Animal Crossing and listen to you. It's so funny.
So Spooky, I have a question for you.
Well, I was coming up here to talk about dude community and specifically, but what's your question?
So how do you feel about Oliver and you telling people that you were afraid of me?
Oh, girl.
Oh.
Well, I was getting
for no fucking reason.
I was getting harassed as fuck at that time, but this video Oliver has put out recently, I have many thoughts about. I have a lot of thoughts about them, and I don't agree with anything she said in this video. So we can go there if you want to. But what I was
we can because do you remember when I told you before anyone else that I had an issue with her before I ever paneled up with her? You're like, oh, no, she's so, like, she's fine, she's nice, she has no hard feelings against you, blah, blah, I don't know what you're, really? And I told you I did not like her, and you still sided with her after everything happened and then talked mad shit about me with all your friends. You fucking laughed at the AI shit, Spooky. You want to own up to that right now in front of everyone?
What's the beef? Real quick, wait, real quick, because I want you guys to know that I don't know your guys' beef.
No, because I thought that Spooky was a genuine person, and she's not.
Oh.
And honestly, I'm going to leave the panel because I don't want to be up here with her.
Well, don't leave the panel because obviously you guys have an issue. So if you want to actually hash it out, then hash it out.
No, because I'm not going to be up here with someone who tells people they're afraid of me for no reason when I did nothing to them.
We're going to bring this all up and then just get down, then that's okay. That's fine.
Well, Haley, wait, hold on. I'm going to mute. Hold on. I'm going to mute everyone. Everyone's going to be muted.
Well,
Haley,
you can explain
if you want to drop, you can drop. I'm not going to keep you here no matter what. Hold on. Before you guys fight, okay, I want everyone to know that I don't know the beef. So I would like for you guys to explain what happened to make you guys dislike each other in a calm sense, because we're all adults here. This isn't the whole point of you guys having like a fight or whatever. And Haley, you can drop at any point. I'm not going to keep you here. But if you guys actually have beef, explain the beef.
Me? I got the floor?
Anyone, really. Anyone who wants to talk. And then Haley, you can interject if she says anything wrong and you guys can actually have a conversation about it.
Okay. I didn't know Haley for very long. I knew Oliver for a really long time. I saw that something happened to Haley that the Barbie Barber did. I defended her for a couple weeks, and then she had.
It was not a couple weeks. I don't know why you guys keep saying that was not a couple weeks. You guys acted like you all had a fucking army out there for weeks. Quit saying that.
Well, whatever. Whatever the timeline is. Like, very, very vehemently was against whatever the Barbie Barber was doing. I thought she was being very abusive to
But then you laughed at it.
Just FYI, your mic is super low.
I had been being harassed by random accounts for this was for weeks. Like, that's not up for debate. I got like death threats. I got people saying that they're stalking me. I got people saying they were Haley, they were not Haley, or they're on behalf of Haley, harassing me, and to the point where for people who don't know, I've had a stalker in my past. So this kind of shit is very triggering to me when people act like they know where I am or they know anything about me when I don't know who they are. It was very, very triggering to me. I had I don't even like to be emotional in front of people I know. I broke down and was like very emotional on live because this shit is like something I went through that was very, very traumatic for me. So I don't know if it was Haley like now, but at the time, everybody was saying, I'm here on behalf of Haley. I'm here on behalf of Haley. Get fucked, die, do this. I know where you live. I'm going to go find you. So I
do any of you have proof of this that are saying that? Because a lot of you,
I have that's so I'm sorry that I laughed at one picture where you had the clown makeup on. One picture, by the way, not the whole fucking account, but like one picture. But I was pissed off. I was really stressed out. This was very traumatizing for me. Like that whole situation I went through, and when that was
respectfully, your trauma is not part of this problem. You have to own that up and be an adult and confront this issue. Your trauma is
this was in a private fucking Discord server that nobody had access to. Like I laughed at one picture. I had a laugh react. I didn't even say I think this is funny. So if this was a private server, it was like a phone fucking call, and it got people saw me laugh react to it. So this is not me saying, oh, I think it's so funny that Haley got this whole account made about her. It was one fucking picture, and that was.
I understand what you're saying, Spooky, and I don't know too much of the situation, but you need to understand that and I'm not attacking you in any sense. I just want you to understand that if Haley obviously has a problem if she thought that you were a friend and if she sees that you laugh reacted to something like that. I think in order to keep the peace, it should just be I'm sorry that I laugh reacted. It's not, I only did it once. Obviously, she was hurt by the one time that you did it, so maybe it should just be I'm sorry, and then just kind of move on from it.
Okay. It's just that's coming also from a place of not having any idea what the fuck happened before that. But
your stalker's not our problem. Also, Haley was going through it. If you were a friend, you wouldn't have laughed at it. Just say sorry.
A friend, I knew her for 2 weeks. I wasn't her fucking friend. Like, I knew her for 2 weeks. I liked her. I liked talking to her. I didn't know her personally. What are you talking? Like, we weren't.
I mean, the people in that private Discord she's talking so highly of literally said that I made the AI stuff myself and said that they hoped it happens again. So that's why I was blocking people. For the people that are like, oh my god, Haley's blocking people, but yet they go.
You want to hear what I have to say about Dude Community or Oliver, or you want to keep talking about this? Because
are you mad that
reacting?
So you're mad that you're getting held accountable as well?
Am I getting held accountable? Who knows me here who I can be held accountable to? None of you people fucking know me. You can only be held accountable to people who fucking know you.
I mean, you're getting really defensive.
I just like again because you're Mr. I came up here to talk about, if you want to talk about Oliver, bitch, you've been talking about Oliver for fucking months at this point. I was gonna come up here and do a little side thing and like support you with that, but
came up here. No,
I actually wasn't talking about Oliver. I'm surprised you came up here because you told people you were afraid of me.
Well, the chat was a
humongous problem for you. Why is Guy a humongous?
Well, okay. Before this gets into like an actual argument, I just want to make everyone know.
And didn't he also have to like turn off his phone because you were harassing him so much? So, okay.
Well, we're not so okay. Hold on. Before, you guys are both muted right now because I don't want this to actually be a gang up situation or you guys are fighting. The main point of this actual live was the fact that we're talking about Guy. I understand that you guys have personal beef and I'm more than willing to actually talk about it on this live, but I need both of you guys to understand, and Spooky, I am talking to you at this point. If someone has an issue with the fact that an AI account was made about them, and whether or not you see it as a big issue or you see it as a little issue because you only did it one time or you weren't part of the problem, I think it would be more inclined, whether you not consider Haley a friend, just to say, I understand why you would be upset about that, because if it happened to me, I would be upset about it. So I think it's not in the sense of you're apologizing and admitting fault. It's more or less you're apologizing for hurting someone's feelings. And I don't think it's like a big issue for that. I understand that you came up here to talk about Dude Community, and you're more than welcome to unmute at any time, both of you guys are. But if it's going to be to where you guys are just fighting back and forth and then other people are going to jump in on it, I don't want that to happen.
Can I say my little 2 cents, my little piece?
Yeah, sure. You've been wanting to come up here for a minute.
So I watch Spooky every night for a while after the schedules. I really like to watch her while I did my cleaning. And then when Haley and Oliver were arguing, I never liked Oliver. I never had a good feeling about her. And so when the whole thing with her and Haley were happening, I was like, I definitely don't like her now. And I said something to Spooky about it. I was like, I just don't like her vibe. And Spooky was like, no, I love Oliver. And I unfollowed her because it was like, okay, like you obviously can't read people too well because this is not a good person. And I left. But what I do want to say about Guy is I feel like a little bit that he deserves some sort of compensation for going live every night for everybody. And I don't think that's all of what he's making, but a little bit of it. I do feel like it's like a part-time job, but that's it. That's
okay,
it.
thank you for saying that. A person who I was friends with for months or like a year, but that I trusted them and gave them the benefit of the doubt, that you thought that was a character flaw. I don't think this is like a really open panel, safe place to talk like I thought it was. Again, I talked to Guy or Dude Community, I mean, directly for a really long time. I was coming up here to talk about that. I was coming up here to say, hey, Haley, I think some things that you thought about Oliver were true. And I understand where you're coming from with the, yes, that would be, if that hurt your feelings that I laugh reacted to this picture. I personally, you said if you would feel bad about that, bitch, I wouldn't think about it for a fucking, like, I'm sorry. I wouldn't, especially after all the shit that went down. I wouldn't,
told
but it's
people
fine.
you were afraid of me.
Because I was getting messaged
you?
every single day by multiple people saying, I'm
Alex.
Haley, I know where you live. I know.
Yeah,
where
but
you
that's
fucking
not
live.
directly
Okay,
Haley,
wait,
though, so you can't really blame her for that.
Some people said they were Haley. Some people said, like,
this is the
I know
thing.
where
Oh
you,
my God,
this
can
is
you
like,
let
I
me
know,
fucking talk?
because I blocked Haley. I'm one of the few people who blocked her before she got to block everybody else. And people
Well,
messaged
there you
me,
go again,
I'm
complaining
Haley.
about
I
getting
know,
fucking
I
blocked.
know where you were at. Like, so I was getting bombarded. Again, I have, whether you guys give a shit about the fact that, you know, like, that's like a traumatic thing to be bombarded with, that if you've had a stalker in the past, is not up to me to decide. But this is the reason I had a very extreme reaction to it, because
do you remember your friend saying that I play the victim? Look at you now.
Kick Spooky. Yeah, kick me.
Like, for real, goodbye. I'm sick of listening to
If
this
you're gonna
bullshit.
be
You're
like
annoying.
toxic about that,
Okay,
like Spooky,
well.
you need to understand that we're trying to reach common ground, and you're unwilling to actually reach that common ground. I understand the reasoning.
What am I unwilling to do? To say sorry to Haley,
apologize
who
for
is
someone's
being
feelings
really
being
fucking
hurt.
awful, like hostile, and like me. She's not coming to me with common ground. She's coming to me with hostility. So
Have you guys talked offline?
Like, what is the common ground that you want me to apologize to somebody who's being super hostile to me and who
She obviously has an issue.
You
with
guys
something
don't
that
really
you've
know
done,
exactly what
and
the fuck
would-
happened for
whether or
weeks
not
and weeks and months.
I know what the fuck happened. I'm adult enough to understand that if someone's feelings are being hurt by something that you have done, the adult reaction is to actually apologize for that situation. Whether or not you think that your apology is warranted.
If I thought that was like going to be accepted in a way that I could like talk to somebody in a normal way, I would. Okay, but I don't think that that's.
Well, we tried to do that, and then you decided to not do that.
Okay, so what? Sorry for laugh reacting to one picture.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to be like mean to you, because honestly, I don't really know who you are in any sense. To be completely honest with you, I know a little bit about Haley, and I know a little bit about other people. But at the end of the day, I don't really understand why it's such a big issue for you to apologize to someone who's obviously being hurt by the shit that you have done.
Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing, and I'm going to be as so genuine with you right now as I can be. You just don't know like what happened within this like month period, and I'm not trying to say that to you to be like any kind of critical or mean or anything like that. It's just, it was like a whole fucking thing for a month, and I tried to be out of it as much as I possibly could. I kept getting drug into it. I was so stressed out about it, and people would just message me, want to be involved with any of this fucking thing. And people would just message me. Sorry, I'm getting like a feedback.
I want to talk about what Kerr said about it's okay for a guy to take money. It absolutely is okay for a guy to take money. No one's saying that.
Not fucking $19,000.
The issue is that,
yeah,
right. The issue is it's like closer to $25,000, and he's saying that he's not taking any of it.
Yes,
he's saying that he's donating all of it. That's the issue.
Yeah, because that's a lie, right? Like that's where I'm ticked as well, because it's like, okay, hey, had you donated more than 19K, how many people around you could have been benefited in such a positive way? Instead, it's like, oh, I'm giving all this money away, and then he's pocketing it. That's where I'm like, oh, that's so icky. Like, hey, if you need to make a living, be honest, okay? I get that. You know, people can gift, you know, as they see fit, if they do or don't. But it's like, if you're purposely like telling the whole community, everyone, hey, you know, I'm giving all the money I'm making to the unhoused, I'm giving it to this, that, you know, freaking follow through with that. Don't, you know, you're lying to like how many hundreds of people's faces now. It's like you're just playing in everyone's face, and it's like I feel crummy for believing that, and then it's like I'm kind of smacking myself over the head like, oh, I shouldn't have believed that. And then, you know, it's like, how many people are going to feel like that, you know, that have given money? That I feel horrible for people that gave
and
under
then
that premise.
turning around like he did tonight and saying, I want to see the donation receipts for my every other restreamer. That's why I put that shit on Reddit. Because I looked up every other restreamer's tick leap. I looked at Cam's, Spooky's, D&D Nightmare, all of them, right?
Yeah.
None of them made in the entire time they've been streaming, like for the past year at least, what he has made in 1 week.
That's insane. That was in 1 week.
So you can eat my entire fucking ass, Guy, because that's ridiculous.
Word.
I don't know anything about Guy.
He could have put so many people up.
Like, I don't know anything about what he does. All I know is that I will never monetize this account when I talk about the Getchels. That's one thing I will never do. And anybody who does it, and I know Guy talks about donating money. Maybe he does. I don't know. I know he provides receipts or whatever. But anybody who has a monetized account who is talking about the Getchels, girl, like Oliver, Haley, everybody included, I do question your motives. That's the only thing I'll say. I'm going to go ahead and get down, though, because it seems like people have a problem. Again, I came here to talk about Dude Community, so that was the only thing.
I would love to say something before Spooky goes, because it's about Spooky.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. People were telling me to let you up.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. I am Team Spooky all the way. I also like Haley. I have no ill will for anyone. The way that Spooky was kind of just attacked by a bunch of you guys, and then your comments are trying to say that she's Opal is kind of crazy. And it's giving me that there's like a...
was saying it.
Well, it kind of gives that you guys have like a weird parasocial relationship with Haley, and like you like look at her. Like
I don't fucking know about this. Wait, before you
appreciate that, because I did feel like I was not able to actually talk, and everybody was just immediately, because I laugh reacted to one picture. To one picture. This is like, I'm demonized for that. I'm sorry.
They're acting like you killed someone.
I had been fucking harassed for weeks at that point. Haley can say whatever the fuck she wants, and maybe it wasn't her, but I had been fucking harassed for weeks. And again, I had this fucking like thing, like where I have been like, you guys can say that that's my trauma that I can't put onto other people, but I'm sorry, I can't help my fucking reaction when this triggers this shit. So people telling me they know my address, they're going to come to my address. They're coming because of Haley. They are Haley. Like, you can say that you don't care about that and that's your fucking prerogative. I would give a shit about that. And I laugh reacted to one fucking picture where she had clown makeup on. So if you think that that's a moral fucking failing, go off. But that's not what I came up here to talk about. I came up here to actually like try to like side with her a little bit.
I will agree
and try to talk about I'm gonna go after this.
No, host, you approach this way.
Okay, everyone, calm down for 1 second.
And she fucking ruined it, and she wanted to bring up this shit because she likes drama. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Listen.
Before you drop,
let me say something before everyone goes. Let me say something before everyone goes.
Real quick. Spooky, I'm not going to sit here and disagree with you because I want you to understand that I'm very aware of the fact that you came up to talk about Dude Community because you even put it in the comments. I am very
you made me feel like
I
was harassing Haley because I laugh reacted to a fucking picture.
No, I made you feel. I didn't make you feel like you were harassing Haley. I made you feel like you weren't actually understanding.
You told me to apologize.
You attacked her, bro.
Because you guys were fighting
when you didn't know what the fuck happened.
This is a DM.
It had nothing to do with you, and you all jumped on
said I should have to apologize to her over a laugh react. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna fucking do that because you don't know what the fuck happened before.
Can I talk for 2 seconds, please? Nightmare is not in this community. He doesn't know anything about it outside of really Guy. This live was talking about Guy.
Okay, so then why did he attack Spooky? You both jumped on the fucking back.
I don't think his intention was to attack Spooky. I think his intention was to get back on the subject and get back to what we were talking about. And
he told me to apologize for something.
Okay, but excuse me. Were you the one that said we're not responsible for your trauma? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
like,
that was not Becca. That was not Becca. That was Barbie.
Me. I didn't say anything during that entire exchange.
That was Barbie, first of all.
And Haley.
First of all, that was Barbie.
I like both of them.
You're gonna come in here. Bacon Cheeseburger, I wanted to let you know, I hate your fucking name. If people are going to come in here and tell me to let you
That's
guys up,
fine.
you guys are more, I can't say it in like a serious context. If people are going to come up here and say that I basically attack Spooky, I want you guys to understand that the only reason why I muted you and Haley, because I want you to understand that, Spooky, I muted both of you guys at the same time because of the fact that you guys were just fighting with each other. None of you guys are actually doing anything productive in trying to get to the bottom of why you guys have beef, which is directly why I said, why do you guys have beef? And I
was talking
understand
calmly, and she was
let me
attacking
finish.
me when
Let me
I was
finish.
trying to talk about something else. And you told me to apologize. You told me to apologize to her when I was being
because obviously, if you guys want to squash this beef, one of you guys is going to have to apologize, or both of you guys are going to have to apologize. That's what adults do.
Well, she can apologize to me for harassing me for weeks before I apologize for laugh reacting to one fucking picture. That's
all I want to say is this.
So then you should have said that.
The only person that's not getting paid to do this. Everyone else has ulterior motives and is making a fucking living off this, and Spooky does not do any of that. So anyone that's not supporting her is fucking crazy. You guys don't
I'm
need
not
to
gonna
jump on her
fucking
back.
monetize my account. I'm not ever gonna fucking like make a profit off this account. Anybody who does make a profit off this account and like or like talking about the Getchels or anybody who's being abused or anything, you guys should be looking at sideways, because that Haley's account is monetized. Fucking Oliver's account is monetized. All of these accounts that are monetized that people are making money off of, talking about children being abused, side eye these fucking people, because why the hell do they want their faces and their money attached to making they're making full-time incomes off of talking about these people. So that's crazy. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I need to
flashback to when Haley was claiming that she was no longer going to make content about them and then tried to push out different content and it wasn't working. So then she went back to the Getchels because that's how she makes her money.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I'm not going to let this be none of this was about live.
No, but
I don't even know. I don't know the lore
or
I don't know any of the information going on between Spooky and Haley. I followed both of them this entire time. I didn't know there was beef.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you guys are talking about Guy,
I don't
which
give a
he's
shit.
also fucking weird.
I don't
you guys
have
need to talk about how everyone is getting
if you guys are gonna come up here and say that we're talking about Guy, I am literally sitting here and agreeing with you guys that Haley is the one who brought up the issue between you guys. So I'm not gonna sit here and let you guys say that I'm attacking you, because of the fact of the matter is I don't fucking know you. So how in any sense am I attacking you?
You don't fucking know me, and you told me to apologize to Haley.
I'm agreeing to a certain extent that both of you guys should squash this childish fucking beef and actually apologize for the both of the shit that you guys have done. Both of you guys should apologize for this shit. There is no reason for me to attack you or Haley, mainly because I don't fucking know any of you guys. You're more than welcome to drop at any time. I've mentioned that multiple times, yet you're still up here arguing. So that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. If you want to sit here and you want to talk about Guy, you could have clearly said, I'm not here to talk about this. I'm not going to talk to you on this shit. We'll talk about it off app. The problem is you decided to actually sit here and not agree with anything that anyone was saying, even when they're trying to reason with you like I was trying to do. When I told you to apologize, I'm clearly telling you that if someone is hurt by the actions that you were doing, you should apologize for it, whether or not you fucking feel like the apology is justified. That's what adults do. I did not attack you in any sense. I did not make it to where you guys were put on the spot. You came up here in your own volition. This is not your live. Haley, this also goes to you too. This was not a live about you and Spooky. I understand that you guys have beef and I understand that you guys have a fucking history, but there is no reason why it should be this fucking situation where because I brought you guys into my fucking boxes, you guys are trying to say that I'm attacking both of you.
I just want to know, is this whole thing because Spooky laughed at a picture of Haley with clown makeup?
I don't fucking know.
No one knows. We were talking about Guy. Like, that's the thing. I don't know the beef between Haley and Spooky. I didn't know there was
Okay, hold on. Who started the conversation of
Haley.
Bringing up the beef? Haley did. So why is Spooky getting all the shit?
Yeah,
because you guys are saying that I'm attacking her. Because you guys are saying that I'm attacking her.
Because you and whoever else was talking about her trauma, you guys really hit it at the wrong
I did
angle.
not. No. One person talked about her trauma. I never once sat here and said that her trauma was not valid in any fucking sense. Correct your words if you're going to come for me, because there's no reason why I have any issue with Spooky. You understand that, right?
I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying that there's a lot of hypocrisy going on.
There is no hypocrisy if I'm willing to agree that Haley's the reason why this conversation even got started, correct?
Correct, but I'm saying that you guys were talking about Guy and the shit money he makes.
Exactly. No, I agree with you. We were talking about Guy.
Haley
we were
also
talking
makes
about
money off of the Getchels. Like, why is that not being
I can
discussed?
concede to a certain extent. Okay. The reason why I can say that is because there's also another Reed streamer who's I'm also in periodically, pretty much every single live that she goes live, and she had her gifts on up to a certain extent, and then she decided to turn them off. So I agree with you to a certain extent because I do not like gifts. I don't like them. I've said it
But
since
also
I was Camp Serena
our
Ryan.
beef with our issue with Guy is not just about gifting. It's about not
His
being
mods
transparent
attacking
about where
people.
things are
His
being
mods going
donated.
after people's
It's about his mods
parents.
attacking people. Right. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just about, I understand where you guys are coming from with the gifts, but it's not just, that's not, I understand that's your sticking point, and I respect that 100%. And Spooky, I put you up on Tick Leap also, and you don't even have, like, you are a person of your word. There is not a single cent.
Because she has a real job,
be
unlike these
monetized
other
yet,
streamers.
and I will not be monetized when I get the option. Like, I just think that is disgusting to
It's dirty
monetize
money.
content based
Yeah.
on this kind
Absolutely.
of shit. So
Yes.
anybody who does it, I side eye. The only thing about Guy, I don't know much about Guy. I don't watch him. I don't know. You guys probably know when you were talking about him and his stuff. You probably know more than me about his whole streaming stuff, whatever. I don't really pay much attention to his streams, but the only thing I know about Guy is I guess he donates some of the money, which is more than a lot of people can say. But yeah, I will never be monetizing any kind of streams or videos or anything I make about the fucking Getchels because that's a pedophile incest
and
content.
I don't know
Yeah.
how much I'll be transparent. I did not look up Haley and Oliver's Tick Leap because I was strictly looking up like restreamers. So I don't know what they're pulling in, but I do know that Guy is pulling in $25,000 in the past since March.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
And
Hey,
I
guys.
can't
Which is-
speak
that
on
is
anything
why
about
that-
Guy.
Guys
I
and
don't know. I don't know anything. I was going to talk about Dude Community because I've talked to that bitch directly. That's
Just
what I
real
was.
Right, and I understand.
I
I
have
was
no
in
issue with you.
that live where you talked to Dude Community, and I wanted to hear your opinion on it. My thing is, I don't know the beef between any other restreamers. I don't know anything else going on.
Stop sending gifts.
And I get that is. I get that is
Leon
like,
the kid.
Thank you, Link.
and I
Just
do think
FYI,
that there
Spooky,
were
I
a
have
lot of
no
really.
issue with you. I don't know you. I've never been inside of one of your lives. I have no issue with you. I want you to understand that the only reason why I'm getting pissed, and the only reason why I'm getting pissed, is because I did not once sit here and say your trauma is not warranted. You shouldn't use your trauma to justify your actions. I never once said that. I understand
I didn't
the
say
person
that
who
either.
did
I
say
don't know
that.
who said it, but it wasn't me.
Bacon Cheeseburger is the one who said it. Bacon Cheeseburger is the one who said.
He was not up here.
Well,
No,
she said that I was
wasn't
using.
even up then.
The way you
No, Bacon
approached
Cheeseburger
it
said that I
and
said it.
the way you approached it, it felt very not nice. I apologize. I just want to say I came up here to support Spooky because I don't want her to stop streaming. I think we're all
No.
fighting the wrong person. We
Yeah.
all know who we should be fighting.
That's the thing, right? Because I'm not going to speak for Nightmare. I'm speaking for myself, and I'm a nobody. Like, I'm just a watcher, really, who has beef with Guy because fuck him for making $25,000 since fucking March and not being transparent about donating a literal fucking penny. And also, he came for my friends. He had his mods come in and to one of my friends' lives and tell her that she's a neglectful mom, and he fucking boasted about that tonight on his live.
No.
So
He
fuck
did.
him.
I can
and
play it.
that's
You
why
guys want
I'm
to play
here.
it?
I'm so sorry
Also-
that happened to you.
I'm going to
But
play this, and then I
that's
want
what
Spooky to
that's what
talk
I'm here
about.
for, and that's
Well, I
That's
will just
why
say
I'm
real
pissed.
quick, just real quick. I don't know any of you guys like super personally. I have no beef with any of you guys. Bacon Cheeseburger, big fan. Love her.
Period.
I know her, but
We need to follow you.
it's like yeah. I don't know any of you guys. I don't know. But if I came at you, it was because it seemed like it was like 5-on-1 because I was trying to come up here to talk about Dude Community.
Yes.
And then Haley decided to talk
Yes.
about me reacting to a picture of her with clown makeup on. So if
no,
it
took a complete left turn, and I can understand where you would feel attacked 100%.
If you think that's a moral failing, because I laugh reacted to this picture after I had felt harassed.
I'm not gonna get into any of that beef, because this was just about Guy. That's really what I care about, because he hurt one of my friends. I don't like anyone that's a mom understands what it's like for a bunch of people to come in and say that you're neglectful as a parent. Like, I'm so fucking pissed on her behalf. And that's what I care about. All this other drama, I don't know about it. I don't really, like, not to be rude, I don't care. I follow most.
Why you said you were afraid of me, Haley? I told you why I said I was afraid of you, because I was getting harassed for weeks by people who said that they were messaging me on your behalf, or they were you. And again, like, she's in the comments doing the same.
Real quick,
she left the box,
I want to play
like,
the
10
guy.
minutes ago.
I want to play the clip of Guy talking about someone's kids today. So
real
after that,
I do want to hear about Spooky's experience with dudes.
I do want to hear that.
It's kind of hard to hear. Probably because he's eating the fucking
You can come in here, or I'll just stream you, and you can show everyone why your kid is screaming in the background wanting attention. Chat, are we good?
Yeah.
How was that?
Sorry, I'm trying. I can't play it on my actual computer because it's on my phone. So
can I answer a comment I saw really quick? I'm sorry. Someone asked they would like for us to talk about our opinion on Oliver's TikTok. This is the one thing I'm going to say. I think she saw that she was going to get more money from talking about that guy that does hair or whatever than the Getchels, so she jumped ship. And that's how I feel about it. She wants to do this full time, and that's how I feel about it.
The thing I feel about it is that Patrick said the exact same shit she said in that video right before she posted that video. So they've been talking in the DMs.
Right.
So I don't fuck with that. I don't trust Patrick. I don't think anybody should trust Patrick as a direct source, and that is weird as shit to me.
Something happened behind the scenes where maybe she was threatened or something, but it is very odd, and it makes me feel really icky. Because how do you just switch?
With dude community, Spooky.
Experience with dude community that there was like, he came up and we talked for, it was almost an hour, and I was trying to be really, really like not like very careful asking him questions and stuff, and it just the vibe he gave me was he's a troll. I think he's a troll, and or also a creepy person that maybe relates to Patrick in the worst possible kind of ways, but he just seemed like he was always trying to like get the upper hand, like, oh, like catch me in like a logic thing. Like, I think there's a few people recorded it if anybody wants to like see it, but he couldn't do it, and then he would just be like, oh well, oh okay, well, blah blah blah, but then he'd go back to Guy community whenever he got caught in like a question he couldn't answer. He'd be like, oh well, Guy's making thousands of dollars, whatever. And it's like, okay, not the point. What about you, who is donating like or gifting the Getchels every single night and this being their top gifter?
Yeah.
And he would say, well, I'm trying to be like all of them do, like Barbie Barber said, Whitney said, all of these guys who get caught gifting them, they say, oh, I'm trying to become close to Patrick and Sarah so I can get like insider information. And it's never works out that way. So
it's kind of like
and then
feather flock together. That's kind of the vibe I got.
I told him, he said, oh, they also always act like they don't know about Patrick's past. And I'm like, I can send you information. I have like a whole Google Drive of information. After we get off live, I'll send it to you. He deleted his account immediately after we talked. And then it was deleted for a few days. I messaged him after he came back, and no response. So I guess he's not actually like interested in that information. Like he acted on live like he was. He's like, oh my god, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know Patrick did this. I didn't know Patrick talked about this Ariella account. I didn't know he talked about Literatica. And I'm like, okay, I got receipts for you. I will send them to you in the DMs if you want them. Account deleted. He's never talked about it since. So I don't think he actually really cares about that.
So is he
I think dude community enjoys the attention.
I think he's a similar kind of freak to Patrick, and yeah, also just either a troll or I don't know, not someone who's worthy of listening to.
Yeah, he wanted to come here, and I invited him a few times, and he didn't accept it at all. Who is Oliver? Who is Oliver? What is the video that you guys are talking about?
I just love how you don't know anyone and then you have like a pin.
I'm only like in the nicest way that I can say.
That's what I was trying to.
I'm here
that's
for
what I'm
Cam.
trying to explain to you guys. Like, Nightmare is very, very new to all of this, and he has no idea. And honestly,
I don't know what he is.
Wait,
he has truly no idea who
you guys are talking about. Nightmare Team. Nightmare Team is not new.
No, not Nightmare Team.
Yeah,
no,
she's
not Nightmare
been
Team.
around
I know
for
it's confusing.
Years and years, but yeah, that's
He just got thrown through the fucking ringer. He doesn't know anybody.
Nightmare Team is the OG. Nightmare Team came out with a lot of stuff a long
Nightmare
time.
Team is the reason I'm involved in this at all, because she documented and archived everything. So that, yeah, Nightmare Team is like the OG.
Yeah, I know.
So.
It's confusing. So for anyone in the chat that's confused, there's D&D Nightmare Team, and I think she's been in the chat, and she live streams as well, or is a restreamer, a silent restreamer, and has some really good information about the Getchels on her page. LOL Cal's worst nightmare, who's hosting this, is very new to the Getchels and is really only doing this to be kind to me and other people who have been hurt by Guy, who are pissed, and he's very generously allowing his channel, which is why I'm like, this is not about any other beef, because fuck Guy. That's what we're here for. We're here because of fuck Guy.
Okay.
Well,
so I'm sorry
the
that went sideways. If you guys were trying to talk about that went sideways.
Okay.
I was not trying to make it go sideways, by the way. I was coming over here to
said it
support
multiple
you.
times. You said it that like you weren't here to talk about that, and I want to commend you to a certain extent, because I heard you multiple times say this is not what we're here to talk about. Haley, I know you're in the comments right now. You're more than welcome to request again and hop in the box. The difference is I want you to understand that I'm more than willing to call out you, Spooky, Cam, Nightmare, or not Nightmare, anyone who does shit like that, because I don't care who you guys are. The only person, the only person who I actually do care about is Cam. I want everyone to understand that. I only care about Cam right now, and the reason why is because Cam has been very welcoming to me. Cam has turned off her gifts. Cam has tried to not make it about a drama live, and I really respect Cam for that. Plus, Cam has been attacked too.
We're not trying to shut down any drama, and say you're not allowed to talk about it. It's there's shit going on behind the scenes and in front of the scenes and all that shit that I'm not privy to at all. It's not about that. It's just about and I understand if you come in here with no context, you have no idea what we're talking about. But this whole live was about exposing Guy because he's a fucking asshole.
I will say I'm glad that some people were able to reconcile in this live and talk, and I'm really glad Haley was able to come up. Also, Spooky and Haley don't have to be able to reconcile right now or ever, and that's totally fine. But to answer your question, Oliver used to cover the Getchell family and then stopped, and Patrick literally name dropped her the other day, I think yesterday, in his live, and was like, even Oliver says that there's no proof that I'm a predator. But other people can expand on that more than me, but
no, that's what I was just talking about.
We're not really talking about Oliver. We only got on the subject of Dude Community because his dumbass jumped in the fucking chat and then wouldn't come up here like a pussy.
I just wanted to give him context of who Oliver is.
Oh yeah. That's again.
No. That's fine. I appreciate the context. Especially because he did ask. But I'm just saying, We don't need to talk about Oliver. We don't need to talk about any other fucking drama. We are here to talk about Guy and how he bullies mothers and how he lets his mods bully people and how he's a dick face. So.
And if he does that, and like I don't know. I heard dude community. I had direct stuff with him, so I came up. But if you guys I will drop if you want to talk about your direct experiences. Like I don't have direct experiences with Guy, like beyond like casual messages, so I can't like weigh in on that. But it's I don't want to like derail any conversations you guys are trying to have about that. I just heard dude community, and I'm like, okay, I talked to that bitch for like an hour, so I can come up and like ignore any kind of weirdness, whatever, but somebody else decided to bring that into the whole conversation, so that's beyond my control.
Spooky.
Well, no, let's not say someone. Haley, I do appreciate your videos. I want you to know that. Haley, you did kind of derail the conversation. Like, I am not going to sit here and try and mince words at all. Spooky, I want you to know that I've never interacted with you besides today. I didn't even know that, like, your account, honestly. I don't have any issue with you. What I have an issue with is Barbie did directly say stuff about your trauma, and I don't want to be implicated in that.
No, well, what Barbie Barber did was, I will still, regardless of what I feel about Haley, is disgusting. It's gross, and but
you guys are talking about two different Barbies.
Was not associated with Barbie. It was just like a fucking.
No, there was an account in here named Barbie. What was the account, Becca?
I can't remember. Back rooms Barbie.
Yeah. It was I thought. It was Barbie Backrooms.
Yeah. Well, the thing, the account.
I'm sorry, I might be dyslexic.
The Barbie Barber who was friends with the Getchels, that she made the picture she made where Haley was like hugging Patrick or whatever. That's gross, disgusting. I still think that's disgusting. I would not ever say that it's not. I think that's really horrible of her to do. But that was not what I fucking did one laugh react to. That was not
Jesus. It's
anything what I did.
Backwoods, not backrooms.
Have you ever messaged Guy, Spooky? Has Guy ever messaged you, or have you ever had direct contact at all with Guy?
Yeah, I've talked to him we've had like very casual, like back and forth DMs. I've never had a bad experience with him, which is why I don't feel comfortable like weighing in on anything like this, because I also don't know how his operations work or how he does anything. So I don't know much about him, to be honest. But if anybody, I support anybody who says they have had a bad experience with him, because again, I don't know enough about how he does stuff, but I don't want to derail. If that's what you guys are here to talk about, I don't want to. I just heard dude community, and I was like, my ears perked up, so I popped up.
I get that.
No, you're fine, and you kind of walked into a bear trap there. So it is what it is. Again, this is not about any other creators' drama. Like I said, I follow Haley, I follow Spooky, I follow TNT, I follow everybody.
Yeah,
and it's not about that. Like I said, I know there's drama, but like none of that was the intention of what we're talking about tonight. But
I think like the common ground here we all need to like remember is that we're all here because of Patrick. We're all here because of the Getchels. We're all here because of what's going on. And, there's like drama within drama. And I think it would be so much healthier if like, stuff gets squashed behind, like in DMs, like, kind of off live and just, in the more private life. But we're all here.
And this is why I came up here. I thought that this would not be an issue, but Haley made an issue. But like, I don't have, my main fucking beef is with Patrick Getchell. I hate that bitch. I'm never going to take my foot off his fat ass neck.
You better not
keep talking about him. So that was my main fucking beef with anybody. I don't have beef with anybody, but she wants to bring that up and get arguing about it, like whatever. It's fine.
I think that's a private conversation to have.
I 100%
girl, we done been tried. We done been tried.
Except when it comes to Guy. I have beef with Guy, and that's now public.
Oh, so
it should be public.
So do I.
Because he needs to be fucking exposed. Like
how long
that is the one beef I will say needs to be exposed, because he is he's being awful towards everyone, and I'm sick and tired of like watching people I like get hurt by him. And if you haven't been hurt by him and you stream or make content, your time's coming, because he will find you.
Yeah.
You were on the
I'll
real
listen
quick.
to you. Definitely
Oh,
listen to you guys. Or I was just gonna say, I'll listen to you guys for 100% and like hear what you have to say. I don't feel like I have anything again to contribute to that because I just don't know anything about him besides like very like 3 messages maybe like DM like very. I'm not like, as somebody who talks a lot on live, I don't like to watch people talk on live, so I don't like really watch him or anybody who does that. But I support anybody who has any bad experiences, and I will definitely hear about that. But I just don't. I feel like I have nothing to contribute to that.
Yeah, real quick, Spooky. I don't use the account because the Ketchels blocked me, but you might also know me also as Fatrix Prostate.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to make an account and I couldn't think of anything else. And I just thought it would be amazing if he had a bad prostate. So I was like, there we go, Fatrix Prostate.
Girl, you know his prostate. Oh my god, his prostate is just looking for it needs to be checked.
It's looking for something bad.
Okay.
Real quick,
I do want to get back to the.
I'm fine.
Real quick, Becca, can you recap why we're even in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, because a lot of folks are asking in the comments. Okay, so the reason that we're here is we were talking about Guy Community, who is a restreamer for the Getchels. And if you don't know who they are, I don't know, go find another live, because that's kind of the foundation here.
That's a rabbit
hole. Our issue with Guy here lately is that he is making a shit ton of money, around the tune of $25,000 in just lives since March of this year. And for context, he is making more in a week what every other restreamer, every single other one, has made their entire career. Like, they've all made less than he makes in a week. Our other beef with Guy is that he is condoning his mods going into lives of other people who once supported him and now support other restreamers, and shaming them as like mom shaming them. So he had a bunch of his lives go in, Jesus Christ, mods go in under alt accounts and mom shame someone who was on live and say that she neglected her child because her kid was crying for like literally 2 seconds. And he bragged about that today in his little crash out this morning. He claims that every cent that he makes goes to charity and the giving table and things like that. But he does not post all the receipts. In fact, he only posts.
Sorry.
In fact,
it goes up his butt. Okay.
He only posts a couple receipts here and there, and based on the receipts that he's posted, he's only donated about 7% of the money that he's made in the last 40 days, which, by the way, the money that he's made in the last 40 days is around the tune of $15,000. He is horrible. The minute he feels that someone is saying anything negative about them, he will jump in there, or even if it's in the comments, he'll jump in their lives and get in a box and basically reprimand them like a teacher. His mods will go into other people's lives and comment things, trying to get the person that's on live to bring Guy up, and then the minute that person on live brings him up because they've manipulated him into it, he will jump in a box and be like, "You guys, they just want to talk about the drama." He's incredibly fucking manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing? Okay, so today during his crash out also, he shared a screenshot of Brittany, and I'm only saying that because Brittany put it in the comments, so I feel like I have her consent to say it. Plus also he fucking did it. I mean, you can go look at the screenshots.
It's not like we're fucking talking out of our ass.
It's pretty fucking public. He showed it to 500 people in a live. And was mocking Brittany because Brittany has the courage to speak up against about him in his lives. And so he put that shit on a screenshot and was